we're back here with The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, wherein... Purah! Link? Mr. Link? Is that really you? Where have you been? No one's seen you or Princess Zelda since you went under the castle to investigate the gloom. And that's when the castle rose into the air. Everyone's been so worried about the both of you. Purah has barely slept. She's been trying to figure out where you two went. Really? He said that about me? At the moment, Purah should be in that building with the telescope. Please, hurry there now. She'll want to know that you're all right. Well, I want to know that she's all right, so that works out, doesn't it? We can both investigate each other's health and making sure that the other is not imminently about to die from any profound disease or any such. Oh my god, Purah! You have kids? I didn't know about this. Huh? That hair! Those eyes! Doc! Dr. Purah! The swordsman has returned! Purah, I think they mean me by the swordsman. I'm not much of a swordsman, but... Hello.
T'étais où? On t'a cherché partout.
I'm sorry, I know you've been looking at the many places.
T'es pas un fantôme au moins, hein?
Not to my knowledge. The way your glasses was falling off was really cute. Does that soften your mood at all? Weird stuff happened to it, is what?
Bon, tu vas tout me raconter.
I will, as soon as you I have a moment to steady my heartbeat. I won't spare a single detail. Head of Lookout Landing. It seems like a pretty mild title for who is supposed to be like the greatest mad scientist this side of the Spirit Tracks.
Donc, Dame Zelda et toi, vous êtes allés explorer le château d'Hyrule.
We did.
Au plus profond du sous-sol, vous avez trouvé une momie.
We found that, all right.
Et elle s'est réveillée sous vos yeux.
Right before our eyes.
Dame Zelda a disparu dans les entrailles de la Terre.
Yes. Sorry. That was probably partially my fault, maybe.
Ah, c'est à ce moment-là que le château s'est mis à léviter et que tout un tas de ruines sont tombées du ciel.
That's what the person at the front of the gate said. But I was obviously unconscious.
Sur une île volante, et c'est le bras qui était accroché à la momie qui t'a sauvé.
Yes, that was weird.
Après ça, une drôle de créature t'a remis la tablette Purah.
Yes.
Et tu as découvert que le bras appartenait à un certain Rauru.
Which is weird, because why was that arm with Ganon then?
La légende a disparu. Et tu es arrivé ici guidé par la voix de Dame Zelda. J'ai bien tout compris?
You got it all. That's exactly right. Well done, in fact. I mean, what was really impressive was how you scried all that from my face. Without me saying anything. Then...
What?
Are you saying you came from up there? This is what I'm not saying, but what you found out from my facial expression, I suppose. This Rauru you met. I think that's what the first king of Hyrule was named. Are they one and the same? So much of this doesn't make sense. Yet. Indeed. You know, I've only just started thinking about this, though. Rauru's arm was on Ganon, so I guess that's how our poor man died. That's the only thing that I can think of. Because it was like on his... It was stuck into Ganon's chest like he had, palm struck him. Rauru had, I mean. But I'm certain that the mummy you found under the castle must be related to the upheaval. The castle rising up, the ruins falling down from the sky. The mummy must be connected to it somehow. Yes, ma'am, I agree. And then there's the most important detail of all. You're sure that you heard the princess speak to you? And she gave you a clear message to find her. That was more or less all she said, actually. She was pretty quiet and unconscious looking for the rest of it. If that truly was the princess, then that means she's alive. Maybe she's trapped beneath the castle and needs help. You'd think she'd have said, I'm beneath the castle in that case. She probably doesn't know where she is. Or if there's time travel involved, when. That settles it. I know you only just returned, Link. But what happened to Linky? But I need you to go meet with the research party up by Hyrule Castle. They've been searching tirelessly for you two. Oh, well. I should go apologize then. The captain in charge of the search is named Hawes. Work with him to find the princess as quickly as you can.
Je vois.
I know that mummy may still be looking around there somewhere. Which is concerning to say the least, but we have more immediate problems to deal with right now. Yes, like your crew that are up there near all that gloom and stuff. I'm counting on you, Linky. There it is! Yes, ma'am! Will do. I'll go talk to him, probably. Character profiles, Purah, head of Lookout Landing. Oh, we should read all these now, shouldn't we? To the Kingdom of Hyrule. Complete! Purah marks the Kingdom of Hyrule because she's just that goddamn radiant. It's so nice to be back. If the princess really did tell you to find her, then you better do so, and quickly. Captain Hawes has been leading a search below Hyrule Castle. Talk to him to see how you can help out. You must reach the princess quickly if she's there. I'm counting on you, Link. Thank you! I will try my best. Hello there, Josha. Poor Princess Zelda. All alone beneath the castle with that creepy mummy. Well, you weren't there. You don't know it was creepy. Nah, you're right. Your intuition is on the money. It was terrifying. I don't even know what I'd do if it were me down there. Just thinking about it gives me the willies. Swordsman, you gotta rescue Princess Zelda. I will do my diggity dangdest. Hawes! Hawes. It's imperative that I speak with you. Purah asked for it. And speaking of, profile. Sorry, what was it just trying to tell me about? I can change the layers. Right, so there's the sky map, which we've got all this of, and the surface map, which we've got bugger all of. So, starting with Zelda. Princess of Hyrule, the heir to a power that imprisons darkness. She sacrificed her freedom over 100 years ago to keep Clement again and sealed away and prevent him from further destroying Hyrule. She sacrificed her freedom is a funny way of saying it. It's true, I guess. After Link helped free her from that long duty, she committed herself to rebuilding and restoring Hyrule, but has now gone missing. People, Hylian. Purah, head of Lookout Landing. The highest authority on ancient technology, among other things. She has served Princess Zelda's family for much of her life and has worked with the princess to restore the research the Zonai civilization. Most recently, they started an investigation into the outbreak of gloom, which is not malice. They're totally different. She has used herself as a test subject in her experiments. Despite being over a century in age, she reversed her aging to the extreme and actually looked like a child not too long ago. Yes, I remember. That was strange. Rauru, source of the right arm. Once again, they're not really nailing these titles. Zelda, Princess of Hyrule, not Banisher of Calamity. Purah, head of Lookout Landing, not scientist extraordinaire. Rauru, source of the right arm, not like ancient... Well, she said Rauru is the name of the first king, so I guess that would make sense if it was our dude here, because they were all like... Hyrule was founded by a bond between Hylians and someone from the sky that looked like the Zonai. So I suppose it would make sense if he was the first king. So anyway, source of the right arm and not first king of Hyrule, which is a way cooler title. Someone who shares a name with the first king of Hyrule. Well, but he's also a Zonai. Well, I guess it could be that it became like a common name after that. We don't know how far in the past he was, I suppose. He claimed the strange arm Link finds himself with was once his. Before he disappeared, leaving more questions than answers, he also said he'd learned of Link's existence from Princess Zelda. He said some other kind thing. People, Zonai. Gotcha. Howdy. Even Purah's stumped. Really? I don't believe it. It's hard to believe these ruins just fell from the sky. I mean, they're from the Age of Legends, and now they're here. It's also strange, huh? I love your guys' outfits. Is that a compass on your hat? So I guess you guys are explorer types. Yeah, it sure is. But it's also a great opportunity. All of us on the Zonai survey team should count ourselves lucky. If it weren't for the upheaval, this never would have happened. You guys were researching Zonai before the upheaval? Oh, right. Well, I guess before the upheaval, Zelda knew some stuff, so... Not that anyone knows what the upheaval even is. I love how I'm still dripping wet. I love how it saves how long you were dripping wet for after you get out of water. Presumably because it has some gameplay significance. So one random note here is that I've heard a few people complain that there's some weird lacks of continuity between the two Breath of the Wild and this one. And I've seen a bit of evidence of that so far. For one thing, we have the Temple of Time up in the sky. Well, we can't see it from here. Which we already had a Temple of Time on the ground. So they could just be two different Temples of Time, as we know that the Zonai... All the stuff in the Sky Islands is apparently from an age long past. I guess that would make sense. And the one that's on the Great Plateau is just like a less interesting contemporary version. But interesting also that the Koroks... I mean, I guess maybe those Koroks just happened to not know us, but they were like, I didn't know Hylians could see us, when you would think they would know if they had been anywhere near Korok Forest since the last game. Anyway. Well, Purah is investigating the upheaval. She's certain it'll provide clues about Princess Zelda. But progress isn't great, I've heard. Is the princess all right, wherever she is? Those ruins right here are exceptional. But really, who cares about that at a time like this? Well, you brought it up, so I imagine you. It'd be great to understand more about the upheaval, but the safety of the princess has to come first. Purah is searching frantically, but we still haven't found anything. Righty-ho. Well, I'll go talk to the captain of the Hylians and see if I can't put pen to paper about this and figure out what in the heck is going on. There's a shrine right over there, which I will unlock but not do just yet, because I want to get a bit more progress in the story done before. Look at the rebuilding houses and all. Oh, I bet if I could... Wait, these are like outlines. Is that a boomerang? Oh, it's a lizard. Nah, dispawned. Do you think if I stuck... I probably shouldn't mess with their resources. Oh, there's a sign here. It'll probably tell me whether I'm allowed to use it. Hyrule Restoration Materials. Use this materials cash for all your building needs. Come find us if you'd like a dream home. Hudson Construction. Right. So if I were to put these in these little slots for the posts, could I actually start genuinely building a house? Like, will it actually, like, stay? It looks to. So you could really start building, like, a sort of proper house here. I'll leave that for someone who knows about doing that stuff and has more permission than me to do, but that's interesting to know. I remember when this place was all guardians. Glad to see it's changed. Suppose Zelda and I took care of the last of them. Hello, little fox. Surprised you're hanging around here with all the human settlements and stuff. Central Square, Hyrule Field. Kyononis Shrine or Kyononis Shrine? Or Kyononi? Where to begin? Ah! You scared me! What are you doing in a place like this? The Hyrule Castle Chasm is nearby. It's dangerous, you know? For all I know, this shrine could be dangerous too. I'd say most things are dangerous these days, what with the upheaval. Watch your back. Let's talk about shrines. Goodbye. The people from the search party are putting in long hours at Hyrule Castle, so I intend to do the same. Yes, we should all probably do our part somewhat. It's okay to take breaks, though. I mean, this whole upheaval and calamity nonsense isn't going anywhere. I'll be opening that, and we'll be doing it in a bit. Whoa! Was that opening there before? How can I have missed it? Huh? What is it? We're close to the chasm here, so it's dangerous, you know? I just wanted to know if the dialogue would change after I opened that. I figured it might. That's cool. I was skipping talking to most of these people the first time we were here. Sorry, I know. I'm almost done saying that. Link, is that really you? When did you get out from the castle? I'm so ashamed. I've been on watch duty this whole time, and I didn't see you at all. I've really got to get serious about my training. Well, I could have easily gone out another way that wasn't the front door, but more importantly, that didn't happen. I went up into the sky. Captain Hawes doesn't know that you're back, does he, Link? You should report to him right away. He's on the gate tower at the top of the hill, past the lower gates. I'm sure the captain will be just as surprised to see you as I was. Well, I hope not surprised so much as to be scared. I might not match you for skill, Link, but I've been training pretty hard, and I'm pretty confident in my abilities. So never fear. I'm keeping watch, and I'll make sure no thieves sneak past me and steal any of the castle's treasures. You can count on me to keep the castle safe, Link. Thank you. And I do, because I couldn't be here. I can only be in one place at once, after all. And even then, I've not been really proven and very handy in a fight, so far. And open sesame! Yeah! Ah. Get a bit of nostalgia from opening that same door in Breath of the Wild already. Which is weird, because it's only 6 years old, that game, or so. I mean, it's still crazy that is even true. Hello. Hey, this area is off limits while we conduct our search for Princess Zelda and Link. You can't just come wandering in here like that. Link! It's you? I'm sorry, I had no idea that you returned. Wait, if you're back, then does that mean we don't need the search party anymore? Huh, you should go talk to Captain Hawes. He's leading the search efforts from here from the first gatehouse up ahead. You'll find it at the very end of this road. Thank you. But I don't need to use roads, because guess what I can do? Not that. Swamp. Still haven't figured out why the map shows up as a rune. I guess just for convenience, but I don't know, it doesn't get much more convenient than pressing the minus button, so I don't know why. I don't really know why that's a thing. Maybe I'll understand that later. Oh, these are probably actual gatherable dragonflies. I thought they were just... Oh, never mind. They're, Are they all ambient, or is that one real? Oh, that one's real. We should probably get it for our investigations. God, I can't wait to get the Hyrule Compendium in this game. I never quite filled it out in Breath of the Wild. I got pretty close, I think. I was trying to do it without buying any of them in Breath of the Wild, but I think I got... There was one file where I did buy them, and I got nearly all of them. Ah, not quite close enough, but I betcha if I get just up to the... Oh, and it's playing the castle theme from Breath of the Wild, which is so cool. Little bits of it here and there, I think. It's a bit quiet coming in. If I get right up here, I should have enough room to... Let's go before I fall. Thank you. Lovely. The little plinkings of the piano, which I almost called a microphone for some reason. Gorgeous. The music is gorgeous in this game. Hello. Oh, what's with this? I didn't like the sound of that crash. What, is that a monster? Why is there a question mark as though there's a monster down there? You shouldn't be here. There are monsters. So this is the inside of Hyrule Castle. It's practically a maze. Yeah. Oh, Link, right? Sorry about that. I didn't see you there. I'm Nobiro. There's still a bunch of valuable treasure and weapons inside the castle, so they asked me to guard the place from thieves. But I'm a little lost. Oh, but you don't worry about me. Go ahead right ahead. I mean, you are from the castle after all, so yeah. Oh, well, thank you. I mean, I don't remember a ton of it. It's been some time, and it didn't look as... there weren't as many cobwebs. I'm standing guard to keep any thieves from stealing the valuable treasure and weapons inside the castle. Trust me, I've got this handled. You don't need to worry about a thing. Oh, but since you're from the castle, you're more than welcome to go inside. Just be careful. I've heard that there are monsters running around there. I see one's question mark. Yes. Please be careful as well. But I'm also not going really the right way for Hawes. Sorry, I think that was, they said at the end of the road, which makes it sound like it's gonna be up here somewhere. I hope those weren't anyone's arrows. Shall I just ascend up through this here? Oh, ascend is lovely. Hello? Oh, yes, indeed. We've got 83, 93, 90 something arrows, so, oh, probably closer to 100 now. 105 with that extra 10 we just got, so may as well give this a whirl. What was I about to say? Balance position, I couldn't remember. Yuck. Oh, is there another? I only saw the one. Is that behind me or something? There you are. Oh wait, can I go on top of the bird statue or does it disappear? Right, no, I gotta do it from here, sorry. Oh, it's moving to where I could do that. Sure, is there gonna be one on this side then, surely? Why am I having, oh, there we go. Wait, no, stop, stop right there, thank you. Ah, okay, okay. Pump! Hello! Thank you. God, I totally forgot what I was about to say before. Sorry. Nevertheless, Haas is somewhere around. Right up here. Oh, right. I was gonna say. I think ascend was a good idea as a power. I like a fair bit. But it was a good idea as a power because I know a lot of people. It didn't bother me so much, but I know a lot of people had issues with the climbing in Breath of the Wild. I didn't so much because for me it was unfair. Breath of the Wild was an unfair game because there was no way I wasn't going to love it because it was everything I wanted in the game since I was like 5. Like when I was 5, I made a list of things. I was like, I want a game someday that's open world. I want a game someday that lets you climb any wall so that the obstacles aren't just like there's a low wall here that you can't get over. Find a key or whatever to get around. I mean, sure that's fine sometimes, but I don't like it when not that I don't like it, but I was like, I want a game where that's not a thing. I want a game where you can just climb and go anywhere, which is why I had a bit of an MMO phase. And I was like, I want a game with a fun and interactive cooking system, and Breath of the Wild gave me all 3, basically. So I really had there was no way I was gonna, I mean, it was a Zelda game also, so there's that. Hello! Sorry, but I'm in the middle of something. Huh? Link! Is that you? You're alive, and all in one piece, it looks like. Well, I mean, there's one piece of me somewhere. Does that mean Princess Zelda is safe too? What a relief. Sorta, well, we're separated and I fell off an island. Hang on, you're alone. But you heard the princess calling out to you and you're here to help with the search. I see. Maybe I don't, I'm a little confused, but that doesn't matter right now. What matters is continuing our search for Princess Zelda. I'm relieved to see you come up here and help us out though. We needed some good news. I don't know that I'm much good news, but that's a very kind thing to say, thank you. The sheer amount of gloom has gotten overwhelming. Our work carries on, but we've been a bit dead in the water. Captain, it's Princess Zelda! As I said before, impeccable eyesight on this one. Princess Zelda! She's safe! Yeah, for all 3 seconds before she goes and does something like this again. Come on, Zelda! Help us out here, throw us a bone! What the hell are we supposed to take that to mean? Wait, what? Huh? You saw that too, Link? You saw Princess Zelda turn into light and fly off, right? I did, yep. How strange. This is an emergency situation. Why would she leave without saying a word to us? We need to let Purah know about this as soon as possible. Considering what we just witnessed, I think it makes sense for us to withdraw, but it will take a bit. Please, you must tell Purah about what happened here as soon as possible. I get to talk to Purah again? Hot dog! Oh. That was most certainly Princess Zelda. We must inform Purah about this as soon as possible. Like, I apologize for the burden, but can you be the messenger and let us know? No. There's a lot of us up here, so it will take some time to withdraw. No, that's totally fine. You guys are doing the dangerous thing here. I'm just talking to Purah. That's easy and fun. Thank you for the help. How's it going there, Torin? Oh. Princess Zelda dissipating into light? I don't understand. You know what? I don't understand it either. You're right there. Huh? Whoa! What was that? My eyes weren't playing tricks, were they? Nice hat, Sawtooth. Oh, it's bandana, never mind. I thought it was a pot. I thought you were a Fire Emblem villager. No, they wouldn't do that. That was Princess Zelda. What's going on? Your eyes wouldn't do that? I don't know what's going on, but we're gonna get to the bottom of that. Whee! Oh, I was trying to face plant on the ground, but I was too high up. Yeah, there we go. Ow. It's fun. I know it's too bad for me, but it's fun. All right, I'm gonna catch this again, and just to get so I don't hurt myself too much going down. Purah! I have been instructed to make your acquaintance once again. Funny how the world works out, isn't it? And catch, and catch, and catch. The fastest way to climb down. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Oh dear, this might be a little tricky to get to. Ooh, here's another entrance to those mines that are all beneath the castle. We're gonna have to do a full explore of the castle at some point. I explored a little teeny bit of it in episode 0. Not tons. Alright, found my way around, which is good. Back to Lookout Landing. Look at all the water birds hanging around. I don't know what a bird like this would gain from hanging around this area. This seems like an area that could be nothing but bad for that kind of creature. Hyrule Castle Town Ruins. This isn't terribly far off where we found the Tingle clothes in our DLC armor episode. And like I was saying, I wonder how much of that they're going to return as collectibles in this game. Like if they're going to be like... If they're going to make the same DLC available just for lying around in this game for rewards for quests and stuff, or if they're going to make it another DLC again. I really wonder what the DLC scene is going to be like. I have to imagine that the amiibos that work in the last game work the same way here. Sorry, excuse me, Boar. Got stuff to do. Intelligent scientists to talk to. You know how it is. You two still pondering those ruins there, I see. Oh, that's actually like proper Zonai ruins there, not just rock. Not just Sky Island rock. Interesting. All right. Purah, I spoke to Haz as you requested. What's next? Hello. Link? Well, did you find anything? You're telling me Princess Zelda was at the castle and then she transformed into light and flew off? I've got to say, your stories are always so wild. But if you're telling me that's what you saw, then I got to believe it. Sounds like we need to change our approach. Since the princess flew off, maybe we should redirect our efforts and dig into the upheaval. For now, at least. Right, if she flew off, she probably isn't in desperate need of saving. I guess that's a good point. We should focus on the other weird things that are going on. I've already got a few regions in mind to start exploring. I bet we'll pick up clues about where she flew off to as we look around. Oh yeah, you still got the Purah pad, right? Can I see it for a sec? Here you go, you may see it for as many seconds as you prefer. It's a little worse for wear, but seems to be functioning fine. Map. Aha. Oh, right, I forgot that before we can look at your overall map of Hyrule, we need to add map data from right around Lookout Landing, and for that we need our Skyview Tower. What happened to the Sheikah Towers? Don't worry about it. It's a secret. I might have accidentally blown them up. I don't want to talk about it. Joshua, what's the status of the Skyview Tower right now? Let me see. Present and accounted for. Outwardly, the structure looks to be complete. I should say so. Little patchy, there are some rugs thrown over as curtains here and there, but I'm sure it'll be prime real estate in no time. Oh, but the travel point is still undergoing final adjustments. The travel point needs tweaking. Sounds like I better get cracking. Sorry about this, Linky. I'll fix it up quick, so just hang tight even. In the meantime, why don't you rest up? You must be pretty tired. The emergency shelter is just the spot for you. It has 3 beds and a kitchen, so it's well stocked for getting some rest and rejuvenating yourself. If you want more info, talk to the soldier who's watching over everything from the center, right where the emergency shelter entrance is. If you need clothing for your travels, can't help you. You should go to Mubs' shop. I'll be over by our Skyview Tower, so when you're ready to head out, just let me know. Will do, Purah. Alright, Joshua, let's work on final preparations for the tower. I'll handle the travel point. Joshua, you're in charge of the switch. Okay, Doc, you can count on me. You guys are a well-oiled machine, you. Sure, I'll have a rest at this place. I did injure my face and collarbone earlier in an event that was appropriately heroic and not stupid. Whatever will raise me in your esteem the most. Hello. First time I was here, I was like, for sure, he's at the entrance of the emergency shelter. Where is that? Like an idiot. When talking to them reveals the emergency shelter. Glad to have you back, Link. My name is Scorpus. I've been charged with managing Lookout Landing. If you have any questions about the place, any at all, come right to me. I will answer as best I can. Sure, what's Purah's favorite food so I can cook her in the kitchen? I've heard she's fond of the Dave's Triple from Wendy's. Got it. Now please, allow me to open up the emergency shelter. Thank you. You've been nothing but helpful. Hey, it's me. Open up. That's some security you got right there. Holy crap. I was about to ask how could they possibly build this, but then I remembered Purah's here. That's probably how. Jeepers creepers. It seems like you could just make a trapdoor, really. This underground vault used to be an emergency shelter for the royal family. Oh, never mind. Probably wasn't her that built it then. Now we're making constant use of it. Feel free to make yourself at home in our vault. Use any equipment you want. That's so kind, thank you. Whee! Sorry, I don't often use the ladders. You're gonna have to get used to it. All this stuff, the emergency shelter. Hello, you must be a Sheikah person. Look at all this dust. Hey, I know that face. You run a store in Kakariko somewhere, I'm sure of it. You look familiar. I can't remember which one. And any face I know is the face of a friend. Please, Link, help yourself to anything in this shelter. It's all yours to use as you see fit. But don't you dare go making a mess of this place and kicking up dust. I spend so much time cleaning in here and there's still endless amounts of dust. Where does all this dust even come from anyway? I don't know, it's a pretty old crypt, but you're doing great work so far. I haven't seen any. Ignore that stuff. I can't see it. Why? Why does this spot specifically get so dusty? I'm fed up with all the dust. Well, anyhow, help yourself to anything in this shelter. It's all yours to use however you want. Sure, thank you. I'm done. I'm really done. Do you need help with the sweeping maybe? I only just got here, so I could make myself useful before I go. Well, anyway. Nope. Not going near chasms anymore. Nasty gloom. It's everywhere. Making everyone sick. Making me sick. God, I hate that yellow plant stuff from the gloom specialist. Any more gloom, and I'd be canoeing down old Death River. Or a tail off for Joshua. Keep running circles around Purah and Robbie. She loves research. Me, I'm sick to death of chasm research. Hey. Watch your tongue about Purah. I mean, I'm sure Joshua's a very promising young scientist as well, but at least I'm starting to feel better. I think I'll Lilo and keep lying here. Feel better soon. Did it all for Joshua. But I can't go near chasms anymore. I don't care what's down there. Link, right? Mm-hmm. He's nodded. You really are that Link guy, aren't you? I heard folks talking about you, and your face matches the one on that poster. Which poster? A missing person's poster, I suppose, but where? Oh, sorry, you wanted a bed, yeah? You can go over and take whatever empty bed you like. Nap and sleep talking is particularly audible here, so you'll probably want a bed a little farther from him. His physical condition has been deteriorating ever since he investigated one of the chasms. That's despite how long he's been back, which has been quite a while. Still hasn't made much of a recovery. Goodbye. You're welcome to rest or use any of the resources you see here. Purah's made it to the standard policy that anyone who needs this shelter here has it. She says it's what Zelda would want. She's so sweet. Thank you very much. I don't think I'll rest just yet. Actually, I ought to because I am a bit wounded. What time is it? I'll just rest a few hours. Don't want to keep poor Purah waiting. Oh, that was cool. It was an in theme, but it was the main theme. Da, 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 da. That was dope. I can't wait to hear all the different music Link sings when he's cooking, by the way, also. Feels better. Nothing like a little beauty sleep to get that jaw and collarbone fixed right up. Oh, hello, there's a goddess statue here in all. So every time we get more spirit orbs, we can go get more hearts. And I'm actually thinking, in Breath of the Wild, I was like, I want stamina. I don't want nothing but stamina. I want to just gather stamina. But in this game, I'm thinking a few more hearts wouldn't go amiss, because getting fairies and stuff is a bit harder. Cannot just cut grass for them. Alright, so what do we got here? We got the snowy mountains. I'll just zoom on this one with my scope here. The circles, I guess, are settlements, right? There's the Gerudo Highlands, and then there's the Gerudo town right below. The settlement there is Lookout Landing. That there is, I'm not sure what. And then down here is, it looks about where, is it Lurelin Village? The one that's on the beach? And this is about where Zora's Domain is, and up there is Hebra Mountain, I think? That's what they're highlighting, and up there is... That's around the Akala region, I'm not sure exactly what... Oh, Terrytown, right, of course. And then there's, Lost Woods. Right beside the Lost Woods. I guess that's Goron, the Goron City, and then Death Mountain, of course. Good, got it. Hello? Oh, it's you, Link. Pardon me for being lost in my work there. This map tends to get all my attention. Are you interested in the different peoples of Hyrule and where they live? That's my entire field of study. When I'm out on a deployment with the monster control crew, I spend hours poring over our maps. As such, I'm the most knowledgeable in Lookout Landing about Hyrule's various peoples and their towns and villages. What about you? I work with the monster control crew. We're tasked with protecting everyone from monsters. There's been an uptick in their population since the upheaval. But I'm not really the most skilled in combat. So instead I use my knowledge of the areas to help determine where we should make deployments. Goodbye! There's been an increase in the number of unfamiliar monsters since the upheaval as well. Be careful out there. Oh yes, all those new old familiar faces. Some already made weapons here, but I think I'll leave them for whoever needs them. Hello? Or are you a weaponsmith, are you? Oh, hey, is that you, Link? I've been nose down, so I don't know what's happening around me half the time. This is pretty involved, so I'm gonna keep sitting here while I wrench on this. You might have heard, but when the upheaval happened, all the weapons decayed. I poured so much energy in trying to fix them, but it's been no use. Decayed? Yeah, just before the upheaval, gloom began pouring out of the ground, clung to the weapons, pulsing as if alive. We watched the weapons as the weapons rotted to pieces right before our eyes. It was all pretty wild. I don't understand how it happened. And we cried tears for the kingdom. At a time when Hyrule Castle can float, I've given up on trying to make sense of most things. Oh, yeah. In case nobody's mentioned yet, you're welcome to the weapons over there. Though you probably won't be much use to you since they're, you guessed it, decayed. Gotcha. Thanks anyway. I think I'll carry on with the ones I made for the moment. I know a lot of the royal weapons and the royal guards weapons are all decayed from what I saw. Although most of the other weapons I found lying around have been alright. Hello? Oh. Hey, are you new here? You may scoff, but I know a fresh face when I see one. I can say that because I'm a newcomer too. My name's Bermino, and they put me in charge of cooking for some reason. I want to say something fancy like, for today's menu we'll have a fruit and mushroom mix that'll rev you right up. Yeah, I was really looking forward to saying that, but I'm plumb out of apples. If I don't have any more most important ingredient, say goodbye to rich, full flavor. My nose is detecting an aroma. A sweet, tangy, pleasant aroma. Could it be? Do you have an apple? Take this. Sure I do. Wow, you're really generous. I'm giving you first crack at some grub. Hold on a sec. That's so nice. Thank you. I thought you were making this for everyone, though. One apple won't give you enough for me and everyone, but I appreciate it. They do the little fist bump, too. I'm calling it Bermino's Special Fruit and Mushroom Mix. Looks tasty, doesn't it? Thank you. I like to make a big deal out of it, but anyone can make it. All you need is an apple and a mushroom in a pot. You should try making some. Thank you. Thanks for bringing me that ingredient. You really saved my bacon. We got cooking jokes. Now I can give the search party plenty of energy to keep up the hunt for Princess Zelda. If you need to cook, feel free to use this here pot. I may just, because we've got a whole bunch more food since last. I want to see... I probably shouldn't do it where there are people around. No, I'll find some place to someone else, because if it explodes, I don't want to hurt anyone. I'm sure it wouldn't actually hurt them, but... Right, of priority is making up some stamina stuff. Let's do it. I'm sorely lacking in that department. In Breath of the Wild, I do believe if you cooked during a blood moon, it would always come out as a crit. So we should consider that at some point here. Ooh, crickets also do stamina recovery, of course. Let's mix one with, why not? Key swing. Ah, splendid. Well, we don't need quite that much in the next one. Let's just do one of two and then one of three. And why not? We got a warm darner, so let's make some warm stuff. Ooh, it critted for 8 minutes and 40 seconds. Delightful. And let's make up some frogs and bat swings for a speed boost. Triple speed boost. Lovely. That'll probably do. No, let's make a stealth one as well. Delightful. Well, you know what? We could do some other food mixes as well, actually. Let's just cook up some other stuff while we're here. These mushrooms don't give you a whole lot, so let's just cook them all up together. Like so. Ooh, let's make a spicy omelet, why don't we? Spicy omelet. Lovely. And some spicy simmered fruit, why not? Yummy. And a spicy mushroom skewer. Spicy everything. I probably won't need it with these lovely warm boots we've got, but... Anywho. And some salted herbs and we'll be revved and ready to go. Salt Gill Greens. Health boosting dish with all that stuff. Good stuff. Let's go. Oh, wait. In my recipe book, do I have just normal fried greens yet? Let's just get a bit of these. No longer reading new. Look at them, 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 look at them. Yes, good. Our recipe book is being filled out. We've got salted greens, we've got fried wild greens. Good. That's what I was looking for. So you're Link, huh? Some of the soldiers were just telling me. As a simple... Is your nose bleeding? Oh, no, sorry. It was just... I was seeing part of your mouth. As a simple man from Lorellan, I'm a little starstruck. We don't see a lot of celebrities back home. Goodbye. I really am grateful they let us in and let us run our business here. Yes, I heard some bad stuff is going on in Lorellan. Is that correct? Wow, there's so many people to talk to here, but I gotta do it. Today in the Lucky Clover Gazette, mysterious shrines appear all over the world overnight. Shrines appear everywhere due to shifts caused by the upheaval. With Purah as their leader, the Zonai survey team begins thorough investigations the world over. Guess this paper's a little old. Let's see, what's in this issue of the Lucky Clover Gazette? I'll leave you be. You can learn about the world without even having to travel. I really love the Lucky Clover Gazette. Though it does seem like they're short-staffed, I bet I could be a journalist. Remnants from the Zonai civilization and started popping up all over. This calls for the Zonai survey team. Well, it should call for that. But instead they got me hanging out here till further notice. They even spent loads of hours memorizing everything in the Zonai survey team book over there. Guess the best thing to do now is to stay on top of the news in each region, so I'm even more prepared when the call comes. Freezing temperatures bring feathery shivers to Rito. Rito are all over the newspaper lately. They live out in the Heber region, if I recall. It's in the snowfields of northwest Hyrule. Some surveyors grouse about going there because of how cold it is. When all I need to do is bring proper gear and supplies for cold resistance. Go to the Rito Inn to sleep on a luxurious fluffy down bed. I know it's important to be on standby here, but I wish they'd send me out on a survey already. Sorry to hear about that. Oh yeah, here's our wanted poster for, that would be Zelda and me. All kinds of details that would bring the fandom so much joy where they actually hire enough res to be read. Or so I've heard. It's the same Hyrulean script, and yet it's so different from our modern language. I still have a lot to learn. Don't tell me. Based on your stature, physique, and distinctive right arm, you must be Link. Am I right? Purah has told me so much about you. Really? What did she say? I'm Wordsworth. My research specialty is ancient Hyrulean. And by ancient Hyrulean, I don't mean the text found in the Ring ruins, but something different. It's what we call the language used at the time of Hyrule's founding. Our modern language is built on that foundation. These books here are written in that ancient tongue. They look like gibberish to your average Hyrulean. Are you curious about ancient Hyrulean? I don't have anything to show you as things stand now, but I'm sure I'll someday have results posted and ready for all to see at the lab in Kakariko Village. Oh, I'll look forward to it. Thank you. Our sources of ancient Hyrulean are few and far between, so I haven't made much progress in my studies. I'm sure I'll someday have results posted and ready for all to see at the lab in Kakariko Village. Good. This is the Zonai team's 3 big ideas. Surveying shrines, surveying chasms, our team's purpose. I think I got the gist. Plus, I want to get cracking a little here. Even though normally I'm very fond of, oh, I didn't speak to you. Link, welcome. Call me Monte. Monty? You'll find me deployed as the gatekeeper of this fine establishment. This is the emergency shelter where all are welcome. Please, stay as long as you like. What are you doing here? Goodbye.
Hi.
Watch your footing when using the ladder. If only one could go straight to the ceiling rather than using a tiresome ladder. But I digress. If I do that, do you think their dialogue will change? That would be really cool if so. I have to try it. Right, well.
Oh.
There's no need to worry about monsters while you're in the emergency shelter. Just relax and go about your business. Nah,
Hi.
shame. I'll take the ladder just to be polite. Yeah. Guys, could you install the emergency shelter a bit higher? Never mind, I'm good to go. Purah, sorry, I slept a long time, then made a bunch of food. None of it was Dave's triple, I'm afraid. But I hope I gave you enough time to work all this through. Do you need help with anything? If I put this here, then that goes there. No, that's not quite it. That should do it. Just in time. Hey, Link, you all set? I just wrapped here myself. The travel point is working fine now. Or it will be once you do your part. Yes, ma'am? I can't use a telescope. Ready, Joshua. Pull the switch. You got it, Doc. Not that switch, Joshua. Not that switch. We all get electrocuted and die. I'm glad there is just one switch for it. Oh, that's right. I do remember what happens here. The top hatch flaps open, and pew! Fireworks go up. A flare. From every survey tower, is that what they were calling them? Survey tower in the place. God, that wind and clouds look so intimidating and important over there. Yahoo! The music sounds so much more happy and less scary than when all the towers get activated in Breath of the Wild. Gotta love that. There's even the fun little lens flare effect, too. Well done, Joshua, it worked! All the Skyview towers have now been activated! Which is what flipping the switch does! Okay, Link, your turn. Yes. I can't shoot fireworks out of my face. Go hold the Purah pad over that terminal. Yes, ma'am, whatever you say. I did it! God, I'm so good at doing the things you asked me to. This is perfect. Oh, that was just getting the travel gate on. I see. I wasn't doing anything that important. That looks like it worked, no? I dare say this is a good sign. Well, it's good that not anyone can just use it. You have to have a Purah pad for it. Alright, Skyview Tower is now active on your map. That means you can now use this travel point to get here at any time, instantly. The same is true for every Skyview Tower you add to your Purah pad. Impressive, right? Very. But Skyview Towers are about more than just traveling quickly. Their primary function is to survey the area, or more simply put, to make a map. The Purah pad works with the Skyview Tower and scans the topography directly onto the map. That's incredible! Pretty great, yes. Only thing is, you need a paraglider when you're scanning. It takes a lot of skill, and nobody here had what it takes. Oh, you're just being modest. To be honest, that's why we haven't tested this out yet. We needed you. Which brings us to this! glitter! Woo! Thank you, Purah. This item given to you by Purah lets you ride the wind and glide through the sky. Press X in midair to activate it. If you do it on the ground, it won't do anything. Right, it's showtime. Let's start with a test scan. Now it's time for our very first test launch. Our first test. Just step over there into the circle and find me afterward, all right? Find you? Where is it going to take me? I'll be observing from the research lab. You're working in heels? Incredible, I couldn't possibly keep up. When the test scan is over, we'll have a final briefing on the search for Princess Zelda. Yes, ma'am. And I'll also need to update your map with places where the upheaval has wreaked the most havoc. Best of luck. Thank you. I will stand here. It's black. What is this? What's with the arms? I'm open to whatever you want to try, but you might want to warn me, otherwise I'm gonna scream and it'll draw some focus and attention. Why do I feel like I'm bait for something? Purah, why is it? Why? Ouch! His face. You know what? He didn't look as scared as I felt. I'll say that much. I'm gonna have to pop my ears something fierce after this. Okay, the topography scanning. It's happening now. It's a fiber optic cable. It's gonna send the data there really fast so that I don't fall into my death before it's done. I guess that's the received signal. Perfect. It's gonna upload it to my thing here through the USB-C on the bottom. Surface map updated. As well as the sky map. Sky map updated. Just a little star there. I'll just stuff that away in that really tiny satchel. I love that they included that satchel in this model, as though that was at all even slightly enough for all the stuff you carry. So that was as far as I got in episode 0, because I just went straight to the castle from there and unlocked a shrine and then started exploring around and eventually went to the place where Ganon is. But I could not possibly betray Purah's eager expectations so readily this time because I'm not on anywhere near the same time pressure, so I must go find her afterwards, as she asked. I did it, Purah! Welcome back! That was some good gliding up there, Link. I expected nothing less. I don't think I did much gliding. Only at the end. There was a bit of the main theme in there as well, did you hear that? So, how did it go? Did you get a proper map scan? I'm pretty sure. Good. That map is crucial to our search. There are Skyview towers in every region in the world. You'll want to make a point of visiting them all. Well, in Hyrule anyway, unless you installed them beyond Hyrule.
Je vois.
Right, let's talk about the upheaval. It's affected more than just the castle. Reports of other strange phenomena have been coming in from all over Hyrule. Let's take a look at your map. Oh, I might have spoken to her actually. This sounds somewhat familiar. The first report comes from Hebra to the northwest. Next up is Eldon to the northeast. The Gerudo are reporting trouble in the southwest, and finally there's Lanayru to the east. No, we did hear her say this. This was all I did before I left. So, these strange phenomena are concentrated in these 4 regions. I can't say for certain, but I've got the nagging suspicion that we might find out more about Princess Zelda by looking into these phenomena. Hey, Doc. I don't know if this is helpful, but I heard something weird the other day. It was about someone who might have seen Princess Zelda at Rito Village over in Hebra recently. That is pretty weird, yeah. Generally speaking, I don't put much stock into hearsay, but this does sound like it's worth looking into. Oh, and before I forget, Link, we've asked the Lucky Clover Gazette to help us in the search for Princess Zelda. There's nobody who knows more about the goings-on in Hyrule than them. You can find them near the entrance to Rito Village. If you do go there, you should speak with the editor. I'm sure she could help out in some way, too. I'll be here, directing a variety of investigations into the upheaval's many chasms and new ruins. I'll also be looking into the different villages. Someone somewhere might know what's happened to the princess. I'm counting on you to check out the major phenomena that are troubling the regions around Hyrule, Link. We'll find Princess Zelda, one way or another. Yes! Thank you. You gotta find Goggles, do ya? Oh, sorry, you looks like you got a quest. Anything I can help with? Sorry, can't talk now. There's something I gotta discuss with Goggles right away about our research into the chasms. Goggles is a person. Let's talk later. Oh, okay, sure. You got a quest marker above you, though, so I suppose that's worth following up later. So Purah was the one who gave you all your, rune upgrades and stuff in the first game, including the camera and the Hyrule Compendium, so I wonder if that goes on in this game as well. Hi, Purah. God, you're so pretty. And smart. And sweet. And smart. What's going on? For my part, I've been thinking a lot about this village and aside from the 4 regions I asked you to check out. I'm hoping to learn more about the situation there, too. 4 regions? It's easiest to show you on the map. Oh, right, these. Sorry, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to make you repeat yourself. Gotcha. Goron's, Rito, and Gerudo and Zora. Keep in mind, Hebre is colder than usual due to a serious cold front that blew in recently. You want to show up prepared with cold weather gear, otherwise they'll turn into an icicle pretty quick. I'm moving those regions with phenomena in your hands, so make me proud. Yes, ma'am. I've also got that other village on my mind. I'm working with the survey team to look into what's going on there. Oh, I thought you said this village. What other village? Kakariko village, home of the Sheikah tribe. It's off to the southeast in the Neckleta region. Zonai ruins, each shaped like a ring, fell directly on top of the village. There's got to be a special reason for it. Right now, the Zonai survey team's elites are taking on that investigation. If you want to know about the Zonai, you should talk to them. If you want more info, talk to Atmos down in the shelter. He can probably point you in the right direction. He helps deploy the monster control crew squads to know where they're needed and has extensive geographical knowledge. He can tell you more than I can about various regions and people. Oh, by the way, have you talked to Robbie yet? And leaving everything Purah had related to him. Oh, good, thank you. He was going on and on about ideas for improvements with it. This needs that, and that needs this, and what have you. If you haven't run into him yet, you should go say hi. Thank you, goodbye. They didn't have a Dave's triple in the kitchen. I'm really sorry. So now you are more or less, oh, Goggles is what she calls Robbie, gotcha. Now we are more or less up to the same page here. I've seen the ending grossly out of context. I've seen some of the bosses because they make you fight them before Ganon, if you haven't done them already. So, but other than that, and I wandered around a bit my own just to gather some resources for the fight. Other than that, if you have not played this game yet or played this as far as I have yet, we are now on the same page. That's all I've seen. So let's go gather some quests and whatnot and get cracking and adventuring and go unlock some shrines and teleport points and stuff. We had one shrine that we unlocked here that we didn't do, so we have some work to do. We have our work cut out for us here. Hello, Joshua.
Ah, what an excellent night. Hey, you're actually back. It's been a long time. Yes, do you have any idea how worried we've been about you? Purah told me everything. Robbie, head of Purah Pad development. Is it true you've got the Purah Pad? Mm-hmm. Purah and I worked together on the design, but I'm the one who put it together, you know. We should have called it the Robbie Pad, technically speaking. That's a stupid name. Sorry, I'm just really worked up about the Dave's triple thing. Come on, Goggles, are you even listening to me? Oh, yes. Sorry, you were saying? I was saying that I want to go investigate the depths. Look, if you're not going to listen to me, I'm going to go and jump into the chasm myself. No way, no how. You can't do that. The depths are far too vast for you to explore on your own, and we've only barely begun to look into them. I'd love to go gallivanting around there too. Who knows what wonders are at the bottom of those chasms. But no matter how wondrous they may be, it's far too dangerous for you. I'm not about to let our young prodigy go wandering around somewhere so unknown, so foul. If anything were to happen to Purah's favorite student, it'd be the end for me. The end.
But I need more on that figure. If we have more info on it, then it should help us better understand the depths. What figure? Oh, a swordsman. Sorry, I didn't mean to leave you out of the conversation.
Joshua, head of depths research.
Let me get you up to speed. Our survey team brought back some artifacts from a journey into the depths. One of them caught my eye. Yes? Interesting. Looks like a moblin or something. This piece of slate, specifically the image depicted on it. See that figure standing on two legs with one arm raised up? It's Super Mario. Well, I have a theory. I think it could be evidence that a mysterious people once lived in the depths. Oh, people aside from the Zonai, or maybe they were the Zonai who lived in the depths. They weren't originally in the sky. But no, the records indicated them coming down from the sky, right? I don't know. That's why I want to go down there, so I can see if there are any more depictions like this one. I want to see for myself. But Goggles here says it's too dangerous and he won't let me go.
Joshua, come on now. I'll tell you what, I'll go down there myself and see if I can find anything about the figure on that slate.
If you don't want the kid going, I'm not sure you should be going either. No offense, but you're somewhat advanced in age.
And Link will join me. We'll start by looking for anything down there that resembles the figure on the slate. Assuming we find what we're looking for, we'll use your Purah Pad's camera to take a picture of it for Joshua. A perfect plan.
Camera?
You don't know about the camera? It's one of the Purah Pad's basic features. With the camera, you can capture nearby scenery as an image, one that's stored in your pad there. Sounds like you still have more to learn about the Purah Pad. Well, then I'll teach you how to take pictures. Once we're down there anyway. There will be lots of monsters in the depths, though, so I'll be counting on you to keep me safe. Let's see. I guess we should enter through the chasm to the south of Lookout Landing. I'll go on ahead. Once you're ready to go, come find me there. Ta-ta!
Oh, wait, hang on!
Nope, peace out. I'm gonna go die in the chasms.
Looks like he's gone. I'm sorry you got roped into all this, swordsman. Goggles means well, but when he wants to help me, he leaves before he looks. But here, maybe this will help you out at least. Oh, thank you very much. I got a few. Oh, and take this too.
You're full of useful things. Thank you so much, Joshua. The chasms are pretty deep, so light from the surface doesn't make it down there. It's pitch black. But if you attach a bright bloom seed to an arrow and shoot it, it'll light up the area. Definitely useful trick down there. Okay, you want to head straight out of the Lookout Landing southern gate. You'll find the chasm goggles used just outside. I don't know too much about how your camera works, but I'm counting on you to bring me that picture. Oh, and please look after goggles for me. Yes, I will. So it's showed up my maroons now, has it? Or I guess Robbie has to tell me how to do it. In a minute here. Which will be happening next time on The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom. So excited to be finally off into the Mad Blue for adventures because I have no idea what's going on here. Robbie and Josh have both been added. Robbie, head of Purah development, an engineer whose eccentric style adds a lot to his reputation as a wild genius. He once helped Link from his research facility at the Akala Ancient Tech Lab. Since then, he's moved to the Hateno Ancient Tech Lab to help Purah develop the Purah. Robbie thinks he's did much of the work on the device, so he's a bit grumbly when it's not named after him. Joshua, head of depths research, a young scientist whose genius earned her the role of heading up the depths research. Joshua finds it thrilling to be working with Purah. I know the feeling. And though she helps with various investigations into Princess Zelda's disappearance, she's glad to focus her time on the depths. Hylia and Sheikah, they are all Sheikah. Right. You can tell by their garb. Good, so we'll be getting on. Next time we'll be heading up to there, do that with Robbie, I guess, so we can unlock our camera, and maybe picking up a few more quests here before we go out vanting into the blue for mad adventures by ourselves. As for which dungeon we'll go to first, we probably won't be going to a dungeon for some time. But, in Breath of the Wild, I went to Gerudo first, and I think I might do the same here, actually, because I was thinking I'd like to get the hardest boss out of the way first, but my recollection was that the Gerudo one was hard. My recollection from episode 0. So that's that. Thank you so very much for coming around to this episode. Next video on the channel is actually going to be more Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, where we're still finishing up the DLC, the Champion's Ballad on that. So we just took out all the shrines that were, the extra shrines that showed up on the plateau. So now we're off, who knows where, all corners of the world to do some other interesting stuff. As we'll be doing next time on Tears of the Kingdom here. So thank you so very much for coming around. Hopefully I will see you around. Admiral's gonna be out of here now. Peace! 2 to 3. So as long if I got him where Happy is standing now, he could go 1, 2, 3, put it here, get all 4 of these bunch. That would be extremely useful because then their friends can't really push up ahead. As long as I put something defensive right here, like Happy. So I'm gonna do that with Happy actually. You know what I'm even gonna do? I'm even gonna have her use her gambit because we're not gonna use it with the other ones.